Vergil Ortiz is on steroids, claims welterweight Blair the Flair Cobbs. In this video, I'm going to talk about what Blair the Flair said and kind of go over the accusation, the claim in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. In the last 28 days, 50% of you that consume my content subscribe to the channel, so I appreciate you. The other 50%, maybe it slipped your mind, maybe you forgot, maybe you think you're subscribed, but you're not. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, glitches, bugs. So here's your opportunity. Hit the subscribe button for more boxing 24/7. This is what we do. Let's get right into the video. Without further ado, Blair the Flair says Vergil Ortiz is on something. Now, before I get too deep into it, Vergil Ortiz was slated to fight, and during his fight week, he pulled out of the fight. Goldenboy says he is ill, and boom, we got action. They said he's unable to compete. Breaking news. I made a video about this, so you guys got to check that out. It says, breaking news, Vergil Ortiz pulls out of the fight against Michael McKinson after being diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis. Vergil's recovering well in the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. More information on the March 19th event will be announced shortly. So, you know, the thing, I just have to be real. The thing that's kind of confusing in boxing is there's a lot of people who pulled out and said they had the Rona, people who have pulled out and said they have this and that. You got fighters like Teofimo loses to Lomachenko, and then they said his esophagus blew up. So it's like, it's hard to believe every single story. I'm just being real with you. You know, I'm not talking about this exclusively. I'm just saying in boxing in general, there's a lot of storytelling. And I personally don't believe all of the things are what they say they are. You know what I mean? But to take it to another level, Blair the Flair says that Vergil Ortiz is actually on something. So he posted this and it says they need to check his yes or no. I guess he did a poll on his Instagram. And then there's a conversation that he had with somebody and he says it's whooping time. Woo. The person, so I don't know if this is him or if it's somebody who's having a conversation, but what I do know is he posted it. So to me, that's kind of like guilty by association. I don't know which one text he's putting, but it says Ortiz is using steroids. They say he has rhabdomyolysis. That's what I had that messed up my feet. That's very common with steroid abuse. No wonder he's so explosive. So, wow, whoever this is, and Blair Cobbs believes that is something extra. And then Blair Cobbs posted this. For people that say no, he's not on something, why would you not want to out him for being dirty? Is boxing not dangerous enough with people losing their minds and life in the sport? There's far too many red flags before your body hits that point. A young athlete with no health issues. So he's basically saying that this looks sketch because you got Vergil Ortiz, who's a young guy, and they're saying his muscle fiber, they're saying he has rhabdomyolysis. And if you look it up, they're basically saying that toxins were released into his bloodstream, and there's multiple ways you can get rhabdomyolysis. To my understanding, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just telling you. And one of them is like extreme exertion, like where you did, like if you did so, like if you're doing one of those like David Goggins type of challenges where you're trying to set Guinness World Records of, I don't know, pull-ups or something, and you try to do crazy amounts of pull-ups until your body's fatigued and it starts releasing toxins and stuff, and then your body gets in your bloodstream, whatever, you know what I mean? They're saying this is what he has. So I personally believe, like, I'm not gonna I try my best not to, you know, point the finger, pin, tail, and donkey without any proof. So I'm not even going to touch that. I just made the video so you guys can hear what is being said by a fellow welterweight and a fellow guy on Goldenboy. But my thing is this: my issue is I think his weight cut, there's something wrong. Like he's either needs to move up and he's at a weight that he can't make anymore or something, because it's not looking good. He keeps failing weight, like making weights and struggling to make weights and things like that. So it just, I think it has something to do. I don't know about the rhabdomyosis thing, but I think more or less it has something to do with him not cutting the weight properly or having too much weight to cut all at once. That's not healthy. When you become weight drained, your body starts feeding on itself like a cannibal. Like, you know what I'm saying? It starts eating itself, because it's just like when people go into starvation mode. If you like were in a plane crash, you're in the top of the mountains or something, and you're waiting for help, and you have had no food for a week, then your body starts consuming itself to try to survive, you know, and then you're like malnutrition and whatever. So when you're weight drained, it leads to a lot of complications, physical things. Your mouth could be dry, white, chapped lips, trouble standing, delirium, your equilibrium off, balance issues, you know, these types of things. So I don't know what it is, but when you do all these different things and then you're exerting yourself on top of it, your energies, something, basically what I'm saying is something is wrong with the way he's training, his weight cut or something, because he is very young to be having this. And we just seen the same thing with another Goldenboy fighter in Jaime Munguia, where he literally had to lay down because he felt lightheaded immediately after his weigh-in, and he looked cool in the fight on fight night. But it's because these guys are young. Your body is less forgiving once you get a little bit older. So if you have set up these bad habits and you're not cutting weight, or you're gaining too much weight and then trying to drop weight too quick, long term is not good. Trust me, it's not good. You're not meant to drop a massive amount of weight unless you're morbidly obese. Like if you weighed 600 pounds or something, you can lose 100 pounds and it's probably not gonna go crazy. But if you're an actor and you're doing it for a role and you cut 100 pounds in 2 weeks, that's not healthy for you. You know what I mean? That's why you look at these method actors, the Joaquin Phoenix, even when 50 Cent, hey, something special, man. Hey, Irv, make it hot, nigga. Right? 50, when he did that movie, those things are dangerous. Christian Bale and The Machinist. It's dangerous when you do that because you're toying with your weight. 50 is normally 200 plus, 210, 215 pounds or whatever he weighs. And then he had to cut weight to 160 in a small space of time. Like, you know, it's not good. Someone said that McKinson was offered the fight and rejected it, Cobbs says. And McKinson says, this isn't true. He called me out, but it's only name is Goldenboy ain't offered me. I came to fight Ortiz. Why would I reject Cobbs? So I don't, as of the recording of this video, I don't even know what Goldenboy is planning on doing to save the show, scrap the show. I did see somebody said Goldenboy stole their money and won't give them a refund, or the establishment won't. But you let me know what you guys think of Blair Cobbs. He said a lot about Errol, Vergil Ortiz. He said some things about a lot of people, you know, so people are going to feel a different type of way, but I guess that's his shtick, is the WWE type of stuff. But he's talking, you know, he said some things about Canelo. Now he's accusing Vergil Ortiz of being on steroids. Listen, all I know, my thoughts are what I've said in this video, and I put this tweet out. Goldenboy's stable needs to figure it out. And that is me saying that. Ryan Garcia versus Fortuna, pull out, anxiety. Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis, he said he was going to fight him, pull out, said he was fighting Pacquiao. Ryan Garcia versus Pacquiao, fight fell out. Ryan Garcia versus Joseph Jojo Diaz, pull out, said his hand was messed up. Vergil Ortiz versus Maurice Hooker, missed weight on the first attempt. Vergil Ortiz versus Michael McKinson, pulled out, rhabdomyosis, said he's ill. Munguia was supposed to fight Charlo, and then they came with this like roadblock at the last minute talking about DAZN won in on pay-per-view and all this. Munguia, his last fight before that, as I mentioned earlier, was finna faint on the scale. I mean, Goldenboy fighters, they got to get it together. Rashidi Ellis, he's suing to try to get out his contract. I mean, honestly, what's really going on? What is really going on? with the Goldenboy stable? You all let me know that in the comment section. I'm the best in the business. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.